Hi guys, what's up? It's Callan. I hope you are having an amazing day. Today I wanted to talk more about health on my channel and kind of get that ball rolling for 2018, because what I have learned on Exchange is that your mind and your body are extremely connected in ways that you can't even imagine. I'm gonna kind of shift my channel into more of this vibe as 2018 progresses, because I do a lot of you know, like videos where I reflect mentally and kind of like how I'm feeling, what I'm doing. I like to talk about how I'm doing mentally, but I also need to talk about how I'm doing physically, because really, like my sister said before I left on Exchange, my sister Laura, who's really into all of this stuff, she said, you know, Callan, like you have your mind figured out, you have who you are figured out. I think the next step for you is figuring out your body and creating the mind-body connection that a lot of people never ever find. And she said that to me before I left for Exchange, and I kind of thought, yeah, whatever, like sure, Laura, mind, body, soul, whatever the hell. I got here and I had some issues with my body that like I thought were just how I was supposed to be. Like I had back pain, I had like really bad just headaches and cramps, and I always crashed in the middle of the day. I had hair loss. I was going through a lot of stress, so a lot of these issues, which I later found out contributed to my thyroid body type, were just my issues. Earlier this year, I was going through a lot of stress, which I've talked about on my channel numerous amounts of times in my update videos and also in my not feeling it video. I was so stressed out. I was feeling like crap. I just thought this is how I was gonna feel forever, and I kind of like still am trying to figure all of this out. So basically I called my sister bawling my eyes out a couple months ago, and she was like, this is what we need to do. And she sent me this amazing box. I was pretty convinced that I had thyroid issues, and so I was very stressed out about that. I looked it up online and I literally had every single symptom. I called my sister really stressed out, and she's like, listen Callan, this is what we have to do. You need this, this, and this. My sister is really passionate about this stuff. She knows a lot about it. She works with a lot of doctors. You know, my sister said something interesting to me, and she said, you know, Callan, people come into my clinic all the time. They have all of these questions, and you know, what I've really learned is that people nowadays really don't understand how amazing their body can feel. And another thing that stuck with me was when my brother, a couple years ago, he told me, he said, you know what, Callan, when I was a kid, I had all of this energy and I could do all this stuff and my body felt great. And then after high school, it just stopped. Then right after high school, boom, just like that, it stopped. And I thought, is that normal? Like, is the way that we feel actually normal? I ran across a life-changing article called What is Your Body Type? And no, it's not about, am I a watermelon? Am I a banana? Am I a pear? It's actually, what is your body type? And women have 4 body types, I believe men have 3, and it is dependent on what is your primary gland. So for me, I have a thyroid body type. That means my thyroid, which is a gland right in the base of my neck, that's my primary gland. So I want to make sure that I'm taking supplements for my body type. And when I came across this article, I swear to God, you guys, I started crying. It explained my life in detail. Like, it was like, you are a morning person, you like to wake up early, you crash at about 4:30, you crave this, this, and this, you do this, this, and this because this, this, and this, and like, I've never felt so comforted in my entire life. I've never seen my body type talked about. I didn't know that we have glands that are primary, and that determines where we gain fat, that determines why we feel the way we feel, the types of people we are, the personality that we have, because remember, it's hormones. So who you are is your body. Your hormones make you gain weight, your hormones make you think a certain way, your hormones make you do a certain thing. You are controlled by your hormones. You're no longer a kid because you have these hormones. Yes, when you're a kid, you can eat whatever you want, you have all of this energy, blah, blah, blah. Now you have hormones and you have to learn how to deal with that, and for some people it takes a lifetime, and I'm trying to start now. But basically I'm gonna go into the supplements that I'm taking right now. So I have not gotten my blood tested for hypothyroidism yet, but it doesn't really even make a difference because I am a thyroid body type. I have thyroid symptoms. Laura wrote this page and she also told me like what to do. She wrote me a really nice letter, and some other things were in the box too, like a nice sweater and a dress and like some, you know, cute things. But these were the main things in Laura's box that have helped me. Getting into my supplements, the first thing that she sent me was selenium. Helps protect the thyroid's tissues wherever the thyroid is affected by stress, which is happening all the time, of course. Selenium is also responsible for recycling iodine in the body, so a person with too little selenium as well has too little iodine. When iodine deficiency goes hand in hand with selenium deficiency, it's essential to treat both nutrient deficiencies to restore the thyroid tissue to balance. So it says take 1 selenium tablet daily or eat the following: tuna, mushrooms, halibut, beef, sunflower seeds. Do not take more than 2 selenium tablets a day. The next supplement is actually a tea. This is turmeric from Numi. Turmeric works to calm inflammation in the body. A 2002 study found that treatment with turmeric extract reduced the impact of chemically induced hypothyroidism in terms of thyroid weight, T4, T3, and cholesterol levels. Drink turmeric tea regularly. So this is a tea. And all of these supplements are all natural vegan supplements, nothing that you couldn't find in food. The next thing that I take is ashwagandha root. Ashwagandha has been used for centuries to alleviate physical and mental stress. Take 1 supplement daily. The next thing that I put on my body is lemongrass essential oil. This smells amazing as well. Lemongrass works to calm the nervous system, relieve stress, and promote relaxation while also being uplifting. Rub 2 to 4 drops of lemongrass oil directly to the thyroid area, which is a small gland located on the base of your neck. Sometimes described as butterfly shaped, on your big toes, on your wrists, multiple times a day. I usually just do it in the morning and I smell great all day. Next thing is organic chlorella tablets. Chlorella is a type of algae that works to detoxify the body and is known as a superfood because of its strong antioxidant properties. It's a source of chlorophyll, protein, iron, magnesium, and amino acids. Also great for skin, preventing illness, improving gut health, digestion, and weight control. Start with taking 1 to 2 tablets daily and work your way up to 3 to 5 tablets daily. It's safe to take up to 10 to 15 tablets daily, and these are quite small. I really enjoy them. This is called the Brain Elixir from the brand Amazing Grass. I really like this one, and it's full of really amazing nutrients. It supports energy levels and promotes immunity. The fermented green blends will also promote good digestion and gut health. And then it just says mix a packet into hot or cold water and drink once a day or at least once a week. The days you drink this, you don't need to take ashwagandha. I also take B complex. This is just stress support. It comes with 90 vegan capsules and it's just a dietary supplement. So all of this stuff is totally organic. It's just dietary supplements that you don't get in a typical meal. I think it is possible to get all of these supplements in a diet, but it's quite difficult, and I think especially me being on exchange, it's even more difficult. I can't just go out and buy food for myself, so these supplements have really been helping me. Essentially, that's everything I take daily. My sister also sent me some other teas. This one is stress relief. This one is detox. She sent me some simple cleansing wipes, and she also sent me cough and throat drops. That's everything that came in the box. My sister works in a clinic with a lot of doctors, and she knows a lot about functional medicine. She's dealt with a lot of her own journeys in the past. And I think a lot of people get on this route for one of 2 reasons. Usually you have a health problem, and usually it contributes to your weight or something not right in your body. A lot of people don't realize it's happening until it already happens. A lot of people blame everything on their birth control, which birth control is an insanely powerful hormone that like no one talks about. I need to make a whole video on birth control because it's fucked up, you guys. It's really fucked up. I need to make a documentary on that or something, like now. A What the Health for birth control needs to come out now. Basically, me and my sister had this long conversation about how birth control is overprescribed and it's toxic to your body, and doctors just prescribe it for everything because that's what they're taught. They're prescribing it for heavy periods or acne, and I truly believe I was on birth control on the pill for about 3 months, and I truly believe that's what contributed to health issues for me. I was talking to my sister about it and she was like, Callan, the mindset around birth control is so backwards and so messed up. We think that, you know, birth control is this great like women's liberation thing and now all of these women are free to do as they please, but it's quite the contrary. You know, now women are walking around with more health issues. They're more like zombies. No one has any energy. Everything that you eat is a hormone. Everything that you feel is a hormone. So the way that you feel even when you eat is contributing to how you digest that. And so many people don't understand that your body runs on hormones. So the reason that my brother said, Callan, I have no energy after high school, is because you get hormones after high school and you need to learn how to deal with those hormones, because a lot of people never do. And this overprescription of birth control makes me sick. Young girls don't have access to this information. Everyone's just telling you to go on birth control. When I became a teenager, I felt extreme pressure to go on birth control. All my friends were on it for acne or periods. Your doctor wasn't taught about functional medicine. Your doctor wasn't taught about what it means to be truly healthy and the core of diseases. Your doctor was taught about symptoms and cures. And that's our modern medical system, and it's not sustainable. It really makes me sad when I see my friends and they're walking around with these health issues and they have no idea what it is. And it always is what you're eating and usually your birth control. I'm still learning so much about this. This is just an introduction video, but really you need to be so careful about your hormones. And a lot of people never understand what their hormones are. They never understand their period cycle. They never understand really why their body feels the way it feels. I think What the Health was a great documentary to push into the mainstream to kind of open this conversation up, not even about food, but about the pharmaceutical industry tied with food. And I think that's why I keep talking about What the Health. Of course, there's been, you know, Fed Up and Cowspiracy and all of these other amazing documentaries, but What the Health really tied the pharmaceutical industry and the food industry together. And I really liked that, and I think it opened up this kind of new door of conversation. You know, the connection between the meat and dairy industry getting people sick and the pharmaceutical industry keeping people sick, that's a connection that really we need to look at further, because it's a lot more intertwined than people think it is. You know, everyone always jokes about the hormones in the milk. Of course there's hormones in the milk. You're drinking hormones. Like, you are drinking hormones, but not for a human, for a cow. You know, I asked my sister, I'm like, well, what do you think about Dad's cancer? Because, you know, my dad had a tumor and it was never really explained. And, you know, my sister said, well, he went on a diet in college where he basically just ate lunch meat. So yeah, like, that will give you a tumor. And I kind of thought about it, and like, people just don't know this stuff. And, you know, like, food is dangerous. Like, food is really dangerous. And I talk to my sister a lot about it. She knows way more than I do about this stuff, but, you know, I want her to make a whole YouTube channel. She basically said, like, we are living in such a strange time because so many people don't understand how great their bodies are made to feel. And that really hits me hard, because it feels like I grew up and all of a sudden I have no energy just like that, and I'm supposed to just be this way for my entire life. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. Something is missing. You know, the old saying, you are what you eat, isn't some thing. You literally are what you eat. The hormones in what you are eating contribute to your personality, your attitude, how you feel. Your hormones are how you feel. Your hormones are what you eat. And this connection was never brought to me in a YouTube video. This connection was never taught to me.
Who here has some sort of chronic ailment or something that isn't right or doesn't feel good in their body? Anybody? A lot of you, right? You're all a young, healthy audience, but all of us are often walking around with something. And most of us, when we go to the doctor, they go, well, your tests are fine, your exam's fine. I don't know what's wrong with you. And there's only one or two answers to that problem. Either you're crazy or your doctor's missing something. So if you want to biohack your health or biohack disease or create optimal functioning, you can't use our modern medical system of thinking because that system doesn't approximate reality. We are focused on symptoms and not causes. We're focused on the symptoms, not the system. We're focused on organs, not the organism. We're focused on what disease do you have instead of why do you have this disease.
And once you start learning about functional medicine, you realize it's a very, very small percent of the medical field who are interested in this. People like Dr. Hyman and other people who are really trying to change the way that the medical field views functional medicine and organic supplements and, how what you eat actually can cure your disease. That idea is not accepted in the medical field, the mainstream medical field, and it won't be for maybe 20 years or so. Hey guys, I'm sorry my camera died, but I was pretty much finished anyways. I just wanted to say thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, I think if we start talking about functional medicine now, if we start understanding that the way you feel is because of what you're eating and because of your body, if we start understanding this mind-body connection, we can really start to better the world. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.